Fucking hell. Nothing to say. You can't.
Okay. I still have nothing to say. You can't. On where have I been? I've been in lockdown.
Oh, Z, have you been in lockdown? Oh, you still come to meetings and catch-ups. Okay, cool. Gwen, do you come to meetings and catch-ups? Yes. Let's do turn up. Cool. Glad.
What meetings? What are you talking about?
Fucking pizza, don't you start. You start.
What meeting? What? It was a passing convo.
I'm so sick of you, Damir.
Listen.
The truth is out.
We can't prioritize our relationship.
You just can't.
Hey, D. Ask Aaron what he forgot to do yesterday.
No.
Don't you dare ask, but I did it.
Well, you did forget, or you didn't forget?
No, I forgot last night, but I will forget.
It's the only thing you have to do during the week. You forgot.
No, I didn't, because it's out there.
Yeah, but did you do it properly? I haven't said it as a joke. 901.
You did.
Be careful.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, there's also a meme about it. There's all sorts of warnings and reminders.
It's too good. That's too good.
Oh man.
What have you been doing, Damir?
I've been studying, just a lot of studying. I've also been working on a new corporate health and wellness service that is purely going to be delivered online and virtual. So I've locked in my first client. They're starting on Monday, and I've pitched to the company that's actually in charge of the building lease that I operate out of, and they're keen to pass it on to the database of the whole company. So this could be a revolutionary thing for the business. Because reality is we're not getting out anytime fucking soon. No. So I have to pivot. I can't live off whatever the fuck the government is giving us, and you got to beg for that money too. So yeah, I'm just going full steam ahead. So yeah, that's been me. A little bit of training here and there, you know, home-based workouts.
I don't think anyone gives a fuck. I'm just not going to say where and how I've been training. I'm just going to say I've been training and I've been training hard. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Apart from what I've been doing. So
yeah, I've just been ticking boxes, man. Like we always said, just progressing week to week. It's been good. It's been good.
How are you going with the adaptation to the difference with that transformer bar? Transformer bar?
Hard. Yeah, it's a transformer bar. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Like I've sent you that video of me standing up with whatever it was, and they're going, "What the fuck?" Because it's literally like we've gone from having the weight back, like a back squat version. The weight is literally sitting here now. So I stood up and like, "Oh fuck, I've got to use my abs here." So we're about.
Oh, you know, it's funny. The way you just like cued that just piqued my memory, because I was like, I've done safety bar squats with the bar upside down, so it was still here, but the handles and the weight loads was forward because it was upside down, back to front, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
So I have an understanding of like the jolt of like how that would feel. And I just like, you just piqued my memory just then, like, fuck, this is the bracing and everything is totally different.
Yeah, man. Like the hand, like the way it's distributed, like when you're in the rack, the handles are pointing down, right? And then when you get under it and you lift up the handles, the weight literally just goes, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to work here. Yeah. But it's gonna be beneficial long term, definitely. I mean, front squats is not something that I've done a lot.
Have you ever done a front squat? Like, I don't think I've ever seen you front squat.
I did front squats before actually competing, like, so I did front squats as part of just
Bodybuilding.
that power building when I was going through a
Okay.
transition. But yeah, one of Seb's those programs that everyone
Okay.
bought, I'm assuming. Yeah, one was strength. So once they had front squats, supersetted with hamstring curls. I think it was a pause front squat, and it was like, it's the restriction of holding that weight here rather than the lower body strength, right? It's that discomfort of
Yeah.
having the mobility. There was
Mm.
never I was going to hold it up in a front rack position.
Yeah.
That was impossible. I had some good progression introducing the straps, so putting the straps on the bar and then pulling it up.
Yeah.
So that was effective for a while, but it's not something that I've programmed in a while.
Yeah.
So it's good. I use it on my heavy triple pauses. Well, I was the idiot that sent you a photo. Hey, gee, should we maybe move this around? So, so what happened was I sent him the photo of the Transformers bar. It's got like these little clicks. So each click represents a different loading pattern. So there's low bar, high bar, safety bar, goblet, front being the most aggressive one. And he just goes, you do front squat. I was just hoping like maybe like high bar safety, but no, we go front. Okay.
This is what we need.
We hold the weight here.
This is
That's
what we're doing
awesome.
now.
Yeah,
And
but yeah,
I heard that they were looking to sell a couple of those bars as well.
they're all sold out already.
Oh, okay.
They're distributors for it.
Yeah.
I'm already asked because I was going to get one for the studio once everything opens up. So yeah, there's a few people that are already asking. They're great bars. Yeah.
I think I've used his bars before, and I think what he's trying to do is be really innovative, which is great. But like like I said to you before, I've had bad experiences with his other bars, so I'm really glad that he's kind of found, created, driven this particular specialty bar, and it looks like it's a fucking winner.
It permanently sits in the rack now, like it's in the mono. Everyone's using it, so that's good. It's good. I definitely recommend it. I rate it, and it's easy. It's easy to adjust. It's easy to navigate. It gives people that don't have the shoulder mobility or movement patterns to experiment with those different loaded lifts. So no, it's good. It's good. It'll definitely benefit long term.
With benefit like that, and with progress like that, the other thing is that there's always going to be people who are going to be fucking scumbags. I've seen these bars being sold online for like $5,000 and shit now. When I think Into was selling them for like a couple of grand.
Yeah, they'll sell them at a fair rate. I mean, the bar itself, I think, is like $650, $700 USD. But to get it delivered here, the postage and handling, I think it's $1,500 USD. So to get the bar here with the conversion and everything else, it's going to cost you like more. $2,000 is all right. It'll be $3,000. It'll be closer to $3,000, which is, look, it's still, you'll get your value out of it for $3,000, but fuck, man, for a $3,000 bar, you can get a lot of other equipment. Yeah.
I think particularly with your space as well, because like there's such an array of requisites there where you can have so many different people trying to do so many different things. It'll be really beneficial. It's a good investment.
It's also the clientele too. I mean, it's corporates. A lot of them are kyphotic. A lot of them have issues initially getting under a barbell. Some never do.
Yeah.
So instead of being restricted to, I guess, a safety bar and a goblet for a lot of those guys, they could actually get a bar on their back and feel the different weight distributions. So that'll be good one day in the very distant future. The land of Victoria.
Not normally, like I haven't been really super bothered with our restrictions because obviously I'm not super directly affected by it, but like this time around it's just like it's beginning to annoy me. I'm beginning to get very annoyed because it's just shit. The entire way it's been run has been really poor.
What annoys me, it's 18 months down the track and we are in the same fucking position where we were 18 months ago.
Yeah. And
we're still chasing those double donuts. And I actually went out of my way to watch the conference today, and he clearly like dismissed the whole thing about people. Like, he basically said people are delusional, thinking we're just going to open up and let this thing run wild. He goes, that's never ever going to happen.
Well, it'll never happen if he's in power, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's how you get back.
But,
it's like people are like, oh, right. Cool. Like, I understand that it's your freedom, it's your constitutional right to freedom of speech, but how you actually win is you vote the cunt out.
how do you do that though? That doesn't his own. I mean, I have zero knowledge in politics, but apparently they have to vote him out, his own party or something like that. Is that?
Yeah, well, you put enough pressure to your local MPs, and if there's enough, like, you know, if there's enough complaints where the rest of the supportive act to the premier, you know, those people need to be voted in as well. So, you know, that's how you leverage. Unfortunately, I mean, it's the political game. That's how you leverage your position as a constituent of whatever area that you're in, right?
Yeah, but the way he speaks about this virus, it's like it's this like predator, like lurking around, waiting for its opportunity. Every loophole there is, it's going to strike you. And like you've done immunology and microbiology, yeah, haven't you seen? And it's like, mate, it all starts with washing your hands and not fucking touching your face. That's it. That's like your first and second line of defense. Wash your hands, cunts. Like, seriously. Anyway, is this going to be the topic of today's podcast, or
we're just chatting?
I hope not, because I can't. I can't.
I mean, I feel sorry for New South Wales, but we've been there, done that. Like,
I don't feel sorry for them. It's about time the fucking dogs.
But look, I'm not going to lie. I've had looked into options of
moving interstate.
Moving interstate.
Yeah,
right?
I have.
Queensland is a great option.
Yeah, just don't tell Brandon that.
Who's Brendan? Like, my examination period finishes 12th of November. I spoke to my partner, mate. She was ready to go like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
It's worth looking into. It's nice, sunny state. Property's cheap. You get a nice 4-bedroom for $400-500. Set up a nice little clinic. Z.
Yeah.
You can finish studying up there.
One of the boys that I study with, he opened up a clinic and now he's hiring.
There you go.
So, which is great.
Yeah, you can be a CA and just be a car instead, or an osteo in your case.
Yeah.
Not interested. Vaccines. Are you guys getting vaccinated anytime soon?
I'm going to wait until the last possible opportunity, because I understand like what you're trying to do with the vaccine. I don't like the fact that it doesn't do anything. And I don't want to put shit in my body. This is ironic, but I don't want to put shit in my body where it's like, I don't know exactly if it's going to do more anything. It's not going to help per se. It'll be, I mean, it'll be semi-helpful for 30 days, right? I mean, you look at the big drive to like ensure that, you know, we'll open up once we hit like 80% is a fallacy, because you look at countries like, I think it's Switzerland or Sweden at the moment, they've got 86% or 90% vaccination rates of their entire population, and they just went into another lockdown post that. So,
Israel as well. Israel is one of those highly vaccinated countries, and their numbers are through the roof again.
Yeah. Yep.
Countries go back into lockdown. So
the Philippines are they're getting like 16, 17,000 cases of COVID a day, and they downgraded their restrictions this week.
I spoke to my cousin.
The whole idea of the vaccine is once you have it, your symptoms, or I guess like of the condition, is like lowered, so it's not as severe as if you didn't have the vaccine.
Correct. So you're exposed to the antibodies. So your symptoms are going to be less severe. they're going off percentages saying that if you've had both vaccines, you're, what is it? It's like 86% less likely to end up in hospital and 100% no ICU.
Yeah, so isn't that good for our health system and the world's
It's
health
good for our
system?
health system. Yeah. So, I mean, getting vaccinated, you're contributing to the community in a way or another.
No, but you're less likely to be in the ICU or going to hospital.
Correct, but there are other things too that they're not talking about. Like 76% of COVID patients that have ended up in ICU have been overweight or obese. Right? No one is talking about that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but I think that's already known though, that people who go to hospital are generally unhealthy to start off with.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a known thing though. Like if you're unhealthy, you're
it's a known thing to us though, because we're in the industry. Like it's a known thing that people with pre-existing health conditions, which in general world means someone that's already dying from something, right? Yes, obesity is a slow killer and everything else, but
yeah,
everyone like 8 out of what are we up to? 65, 70% obesity rates in Australia? Like it's pretty bad.
Probably more.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But things aren't adding up. There's a lot of contradicting information coming from the media, the governments, overseas. So people, at the end of the day, it comes down to trust, man. People don't trust anyone anymore.
Yeah, so then what you're saying, that the media is not saying that, you know, the people going into ICU are obese. Why do you trust that over the other things? Like you trust that more than the other things?
Because it's research that's been published.
Yeah, but then isn't what they're saying research as well, or not?
Not necessarily. They're just going off chief health officer advices.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but like I like to look at both sides of everything.
Absolutely.
You know?
Oh
like,
man,
you know,
I'm all for it. I'm going to get vaccinated. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's about when.
And then you'll get vaccinated.
You can't. You're outside of my 5 kilometers radius, bitch.
It's okay. He's going to work permit.
Unless you want to meet halfway.
Yeah, we can.
Reach your side. Did you duck that?
Oh man, yeah. So I think I don't know. You can't take. I don't know. Yeah.
What I was going to say before. So I spoke to my cousin. They're obviously in Croatia and stuff like that. And over there, if you've got both shots, you can do whatever you want. You can travel. You can go to the coast. You can go to national shops. Everything is open. Like it's open.
Mm.
It's free range. I feel
still,
like
they're still in cases and stuff.
Yeah, they're getting cases, but they just had one of the busiest tourist seasons in the last 5-10 years or whatever it is on the Croatian coast, right?
Yeah.
It's people from Germany, Switzerland, Italy. I think we are. See, the curse with Australia, it's one of those fortunate countries that haven't been through hardship. So they haven't been through wars and struggle and stuff like that. It's a very young country and it's inexperienced. So we're behind the rest of the world in a way, right? We're behind when it comes to making those hard executive decisions. I reckon in about 6 months, we'll be there. I don't know if we're going to be at 80%, but yeah, I don't know.
I think if there was more definitive sort of decision-making information from the right people, our decisions, the process through this, the journey through this entire thing would be a lot quicker and it'd be a lot simpler for everyone.
Yeah. There's been a lot of fuck-ups along the way. Getting AstraZeneca instead of Pfizer. Now everyone's scared to get this. Now everyone's scared to get that. On the news today, he's saying, I don't have vaccines. He's like, I don't have vaccines. I have a factory of vaccines in Victoria for you guys. And then when the reporter's like, you keep saying you don't have vaccine. He's like, wait, no. We've got vaccines, but this whole, what is it, like 39, 26 to 39, starting from October, eligible for Pfizer. Like he kind of pushed it onto the prime minister.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot
of political
on the layers behind it. No, there's business behind it, and that's what makes me very uncomfortable because it's like you're not actually doing the right thing, mate. You're
It's not about us. It's not. We're not in this together. It's about you fucking maintaining a power trip.
Yeah.
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 Anyway.
No, I agree with what you just said, G, about that whole. It's turned around to be like it's yeah.
What?
What?
No,
What
I
are you
agree with what you said, G. I agree with what you say.
Oh, thanks, Z. Thanks, bro.
What did you say, Z?
Fuck! I can't remember. Shit.
Yeah, you got a good point there, G.
I agree. What did I say?
Well, what they're telling us is very unsettling. How they're passing the information around, like they're trying to throw each other under the bus and things like that. And they're not sharing, they're not, I don't think they're communicating well within their own team as well. So I think that's what's really unsettling.
I didn't say that. Did I say that?
No, I don't know. Well, no, it's like what you said. They've got a factory of vaccines.
I was busting your balls. Relax.
What's interesting that all the conspiracy theorists and everything else that was being said 18 months ago about the COVID passports and dividing into suburbs and little things like that, all this stuff has come true.
Yeah.
What's dividing suburbs?
They were saying that, like, well, certain suburbs being locked down, which is happening in Sydney right now. We had
that didn't work.
It didn't work, but people
it didn't work at all.
Yeah, but people said this is what's going to happen. I was like, no, you're all conspiracy theorists, this, and that. And then all these things got literally ticked, like one by one. It didn't work, but they happened.
Yeah, but it didn't. It wasn't like they've continually do it. They did it once, it didn't work, and then they locked down the whole state.
Because they had to.
Well, New South Wales, from my understanding, is just going into a full lockdown this week.
Now.
Yeah.
Today.
They've had suburbs locked down. And these fuckers have been on like 600 plus cases for the last week.
Yeah. I see a lot of people out doing shit, and I'm just like,
man, people are over it. People are over it. People are tired, exhausted. You see it on their faces. You see it like waiting in lines to take away food cafes. People are zombies. They're just staring into emptiness. Like,
funny you say that, because that's exactly how I feel, man. Like yesterday, I didn't do a thing.
There's no end in sight.
Yeah.
Where is the roadmap out now? Right? Wherever we had that stage process, when we get to this numbers for this amount of time, we're going to pull it back to this. Now it's like 80% vaccination. Get your vaccine. Everything is about getting the vaccine. But that doesn't guarantee freedom.
No.
Because they're chasing donuts. They're chasing zeros. The vaccine doesn't do that. It doesn't kill the virus. It doesn't prevent the spread of virus. It minimizes the symptoms and lowers the risk of infection spread. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't that's what we want?
No, that's the best you can get. There's no other option. That's the best you can get for now. Yeah.
It wasn't until, I think, was it today or yesterday that one of the I can't remember who the gentleman was. He was a minister for something. He might have been the treasurer, who said we need to come to the realization of that, exactly that. We're going to be living with this virus. We can't kill viruses. It's going to be lurking around. People are going to get sick. People are going to die, but we need to just minimize that. If you listen to that bloke speak, like, that's all you had to say 6 months ago, and a lot of this hysteria would have been fucking inhibited, right? It would be not necessary anymore. People would be more focused on doing what they needed to do in order to sort of surpass this entire thing.
We're chasing the impossible. We're chasing elimination of the virus.
Yeah.
Which we can achieve, but then you've got to really lock down and not let anyone else into the country. So that's internationals, that's other states. But then again, you're banking on the fact that every single person that showed symptoms went and got tested and isolated. The virus is always going to be in the community. It's impossible. You can't. You can't. Especially with sex workers in St Kilda spreading it.
Oof. I love that. That was so good. How are you going to be that guy who was like, did you see that, Z?
No.
There's they had to call it out at a press conference where it was like, if you were if you employed a sex worker in St Kilda, it's such and such and such a day. Please come forward because you need to be fucking vaccinated and you need to be tested. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so
So
good.
now-
My bad.
so now
That's my
hotspot-
bad. That's my bad. That's fun.
It's like watching a horror comedy unfold, literally.
Except it's fucking real.
The
Hey,
engagement party with all my neighbors around the corner.
bro.
Just the ignorance, the comments being passed around,
I love the
including the dog.
I love the
Man.
Google ratings after and the Google commentary after was great. See that, eh? Bro, I'll find it and I'll send it to you later. Like people got on Google and then rated the doctor's business and then rated the businesses and things like that and fucking destroyed them.
Oh wow.
with the Google
Yeah.
reviews.
Because they published the names, didn't they? Good.
Good. Very good. Very good.
Did you see what happened today, Z, with your favorite platform?
My favorite.
Not Patreon, the other one.
OnlyFans?
Mate, where?
Yeah, I did. It's a stat. Listen, I'm quite devastated. At least I'm getting monthly now.
90% of my income is gone.
But it's not the end of the world. You can still post nude and sexual content. It just has to be within certain guidelines of the app.
Yeah. Because what are they saying that it was leading more like to pornographic? And
Well, it is pornographic. 90% of OnlyFans income is pornographic.
But it has something to do with the financial backers or financial companies that they were questioning payments or something like that. I don't know whether people were claiming certain things as tax deductions. It's just,
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. I just can't wait
it's
for all these fucking people to come back and be like, I'm a personal trainer again. Yes. But they're driving around in a Ferrari. Damn it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm still in my Nissan Pulsar.
OnlyFans personal trainers
Yeah.
in the nude.
Unpornographic, censored.
Yeah.
Censored feed pics.
Oh dear.
How's training, Z?
Really good. Really good. My clean and jerks are going really well, which is
Have you
good.
got a max fit day this week? Today? Tomorrow?
No, I haven't been feeling too well the last 2 days. So I want to take today and tomorrow off. It took me 3 hours to train on Wednesday. I was just sluggish and I was just low. I'm just low. That's all. So
What do you mean?
I don't know if the new restrictions have really like
low.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
It is, man. It's disheartening. It's a kick in the guts. Like I can relate, man, and everyone else can. Like everyone is,
So
everyone is down. You live in this hope for good news, and most people are doing the right thing, and then we get extended for another 2 weeks. Then you cop a curfew.
Oh, this curfew malarkey is bullshit. Sorry, go on.
So that's why I'm struggling the last 2 days. Like yesterday, honestly, like.
Why don't you say something, dickhead? I'll knock you out. I know where you live. I'll come knock you out. Why don't you say something?
Do you want to go for walks again? Hold hands and stuff.
I'll knock both you out and steal your bagels.
You got to get out of the house to do that. So I'm happy for you to do that.
Yeah,
You're gonna get out of the house and do it.
A working permit to drive because these are lethal weapons.
No, you need a weapons permit.
Yeah. So no, like yesterday was really tough. Today I'm feeling a lot better. But yesterday, like honestly, like I did like 4,000 or 5,000 steps. I think I had like 2 meals. I didn't drink any water.
You drunk what? What were you gonna say?
Yeah.
I honestly played myself yesterday because I look back, I'm like why didn't I drink water? Like that's, you know, like they're just, yeah. But yeah. So yeah.
A lot of people are in the same headspace, if not worse. Like it's hard to keep a straight face, man. After 18 months, it's hard to keep that toughness.
You know,
Everyone's cracking.
canceling clients and then reschedule them for a week later because we're told we're going to be open, having to contact them again to reschedule for 3 weeks. But what's the point of rescheduling for you know, till the next 10 days or something when you know that when are we going to be out? Like, do you know what I mean? And then having to recontact, like closing the business, starting it back up, closing it, starting back up. It's just I don't know. I'm just
Yeah,
just
I can relate, man. I can relate. And it takes 3 to 4 weeks to get your books full again once you actually reopen.
Yeah.
And what was the last time
if you're lucky?
Yeah. Well, that was if people are still motivated to keep training, keep getting treated, a lot of people just give up, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like these lockdowns are designed to make you unhealthy.
True.
Yeah.
Minimize movement in your own head. Like you're restricted. As soon as someone tells you you're not allowed to do something, you want to do it so bad.
True. I'm so like that.
It's when you get put on a diet. When someone goes to you, do you eat chocolate? No, I don't eat chocolates that much, this and that. As soon as you're on the diet, what's the first thing you crave that night? Fucking chocolate. Chocolate coated dick. I mean, just chocolate.
Damn it, no.
Cut that out.
Like I'm not one to complain, yeah. Like I'm not one to complain or anything like that. But like,
really,
what?
I don't complain.
Such shit friends. Sorry, go.
Fucking hell. But like, you know, like, I haven't really complained about the lockdown for like since we've had it, yeah. But now I'm just like, fuck, like it's yeah, I'm not handling it well.
Yeah. Okay. You come back to walks now.
Yeah.
Okay. Come back to walks, otherwise I'll fucking drag you out myself.
But yeah, I'm just like, holy shit, like, man, like I look back at yesterday, even just to reflect on yesterday, I was like, that's not who I am.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I'm like, who the fuck was that? So like sitting with that feeling yesterday was really good. And to actually be like, you know what, yesterday was just a shit day.
It's okay. It's okay to be like that. It's okay to do fucking nothing for 24 hours. Because you wake up today, you're like, all right, I'm gonna be better today.
Yeah, but I still feel sluggish because I didn't eat yesterday. I didn't drink, so my body's just like, it's highly stressed. I feel like internally, like my organs and stuff, like my.
You're cooked as well. You've been training very hard as well, Z. Don't discount that.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
so it's a double whammy. You train your ass off, you're malnutrition, you're dehydrated, you're in a bad headspace. Yeah. Your recovery is not going to be optimal, my friend.
Well, that's why I've taken yesterday and today off.
Yeah.
And I might even take tomorrow off, but
why not?
Well, yeah. So just to increase my food again, just so I'm like, you know, I've lost a day.
All right.
But I've gained a lot from that day as well.
Yeah, in retrospect, introspectively, it's good.
Yeah. Yes. So, which is awesome. Are you reading questions, G?
Yeah, just because I know that D has to go.
Yep.
It's all right. I've got time. We still have 20 minutes.
Hang on, you got 20 minutes actual time or 20 minutes Damir time? Because that's like 3 hours.
Yeah, there's a huge difference, bro.
He's so mad.
Bro, I don't care.
Relax.
Relax. I hope he's mad.
Hey, Z, have you done microbiology, immunology, and genetics?
Yes, I have.
Okay, well, we can stay longer then if you have some information to help me complete my case studies. Then
I'll have to look back.
Exactly.
I'll have to look back.
G, you haven't really spoken about much what you've been up to other than you've been training hard.
That's all. I've been good, man. Like, I, apart from, you know, people passing away in the past 3 weeks, I've been really good. Training's been really good. I can't really, I don't have anything to complain about.
Okay. But you're not one to complain.
I complain.
Not like Z.
I don't want to get beat up tomorrow.
You know, either way.
I'm gonna get beat up either way. I'm actually still recovering from Tuesday. So
Okay.
like inflammation, just like the bags under my eyes and things like that. My sleep has like slowly come back up again.
What did you do on Tuesday? For those that don't know,
I scored 370 in just a belt, and it was good. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. 10 kilos off my personal best. So,
there,
we're on a
there's
good.
a new PB there. It's brewing.
Yeah, it's definitely. Oh, bro, like there's one thing to think that you can do the things that you can do things. Like this entire prep, I was like, I'm gonna squat at the end of this prep. I'm gonna squat 400 in just a belt. But after Tuesday, I was like, no. I am gonna fucking squat 400 in just a belt. I like the self belief was different. There's a difference between saying it and like I believe it, like 100%. And it's normally I have that sort of self belief in myself. It's just I haven't been at that level for a few years, so it's just taking me the time and the skill to come back and hit these particular numbers and go, yeah, you are fucking all right, let's go. You know,
I remember when you found your snap point. You're like, you started going back and training at the old stomping ground. We won't name any names. And you said, I had a chat to your coach, and you're like, we've set some goals. And the way you said, I'm like,
he's back.
He's back.
Yeah,
he's back.
But it's just a good. And Z, you can attest to it as well. It's just Joshy said to me, because Joshy was there, Bourne was there on Tuesday. And he's just like, man, the community that you guys have at HQ is a really cool community. Everyone helps each other. Everyone jumps in. It obviously wasn't a busy night that night because of restrictions and things like that.
Yeah.
But when everyone's there, everyone helps each other. Everyone's got eyes on their own goals and are self-driven to be able to reach those goals. So,
yeah, everyone is there for each other regardless of their status.
Yeah,
where they started, where they're everyone's there.
I'll help everybody if we get, you know what I mean. And I expect the same level of help. Like I lean on young Aaron, who I call young blood, because he's done one comp ever, like less than 12 months training. But I push him in a way where it's like, because I can relate to him a lot. So I push him in a way that he realizes the value that he brings to the group, but also the value of the group that we have together, right? So he's there spotting loading. He's there training hard. Like he's fucking like, I don't know, I think he's like 18, 19 years old. And like he's shoulder pressing, 100-pound dumbbells and shit, man. Like the kid just works his balls off. So, yeah.
He's the new Milky.
He literally is the new Milky, because Milky is
Wow.
too good for everyone.
He's gonna be so sad. He's gonna be so sad.
Who's Milky?
Sorry.
Milky's gonna watch this and be like, "You're a dog." What is everyone's go-to McDonald's order?
Have we done this?
Are you retarded?
All right. I gotta get a drink. I'll be back.
See?
I'm gonna go get a drink too.
I can still hear you because you're on the headphones.
The double quarter pounder meal, a large double quarter pounder meal with a triple cheeseburger on the side.
Ooh. How many calories is that? I reckon that's like nearly 2.
2,000.
You reckon?
It'd be a bit more. I thought
It'd be a lot.
See?
What is it? A double quarter pounder meal?
Yeah, and a
a
triple
large
cheese.
double quarter pounder meal. I like
And
it when Dean
cheese.
talks. It's just an empty screen.
It's better like that. It's better like that.
It is, isn't it?
Is it a meal?
Yeah, a large double quarter pounder meal with a triple cheeseburger.
I reckon it's about 11.50.
You reckon?
Yeah, it's up there. There's a lot of fat in that.
Yeah,
There's a lot of fat in the Macca's beef.
Yeah.
Man, let's put it in.
Because you're an expert at this, man. Your eye, like you can look at a meal and fucking just know it.
What am I doing?
Large
Wait,
double
G.
quarter pounder meal
Yeah. And the triple cheeseburger.
and triple cheeseburger.
Large
What's yours, G?
double.
I'm a Big Mac guy.
Keep talking. My fingers are too fat to type.
I've been me and Spoons, me and Glenn Spooner, who's a IPF lifter, who's a friend of mine. Do you know Spoons, Z? You know Spoons.
No.
You probably know him by face. We both have this like weird love for Big Macs and going out and getting like Grand Big Macs and stuff like that. So I'm a Big Mac guy. So I'll go like a large Big Mac meal and a double quarter. Easy.
Did you say triple cheeseburger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Triple cheeseburger. I don't know how accurate this is. Anyway, let's go with this triple meat cheeseburger.
I reckon it's gonna be like 1,500. Because surely a double quarter is gonna be like 1,000.
Okay, it's 2,000. 1884.
That's close. Yeah.
The meal itself is 1,320.
Yeah.
The cheeseburger is another 600, give or take.
Yeah.
And what about with 4 caramel slices?
And 5,000.
We're up to 5,000.
Fuck, I wonder how much that calories that meal had that you dared me to eat a few weeks ago.
What was it? Grand Big Mac meal and an extra Grand Big Mac meal.
It was a large Grand Big Mac meal, an extra Grand Big Mac, and a large chocolate sundae.
The Grand Big Macs in itself are 900 calories.
That would have been about 4,000.
Sorry. So I reckon.
What about yours, Dave?
Yeah.
Actually, I think I logged that. How long ago was that?
It was a while ago.
Oh, that was,
More than a month
What's your
ago?
favorite
It would have
movie?
been.
What?
My go-to used to be small double quarter pounder meal, because I'm not a fan of the chips.
What?
Small double quarter pounder meal.
Get the
Big
fuck
Mac.
out of this podcast. What do you mean?
How do we?
No, okay, let me rephrase that. I am a fan of the chips, but I've been let down too many times with cold chips. Does that make sense?
Some deep-seated like parental issues that you need to talk about. They gave my chips, they're cold, and I don't want this anymore. No, what the fuck?
Dude, I'll tell you a little story about chips. So during high school when I was playing basketball, my parents used to drive me and my sister 2 separate ways because we both used to play rep ball for Melbourne Tigers. And at the end of Friday night, usually we'd meet up and have Maccas as a family. So we get 4 Big Mac meals, right? Everyone would go to Big Mac meals.
That's actually pretty dope.
Right? I started collecting the large fries cardboard containers.
That's
and
weird.
I used to stack them into each other, right?
That's weird. Yeah, okay, cool.
Me and a mate from high school had a competition who's going to collect the most.
Yep.
All right.
You need better friends.
My stack went from the floor to the ceiling when I stopped. And
Did you stop for like? I feel like I know this story. Did you stop like when we first met?
Maybe. I think so. Yeah.
I think I remember this. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And now you don't like fries?
It's not like fries. They have changed. Now
The chips, the oil is different.
Not even that. It's the temperature. You don't get like these kids that work at these stores. They're just throwing stale old cold fries. And
So ask for fresh ones.
But I'm already gone by then. It's a drive-through experience. This is the issue.
Yeah, no.
I'm very particular with my things. OCD. Call it whatever you want to call it.
This is going to be what's the name? This is going to be the trailer.
The name of the podcast.
Yeah.
So my go-to now, double quarter pounder meal, small, Coke Zero, no ice, a Big Mac by itself, and a large chocolate sundae. In recent times, I have gone to 2 Big Macs.
2 to 3 beneficial non-compound movements to add to your program. Bodybuilding, powerlifting, weightlifting. 2 beneficial non-compound movements to add to your program.
What's a non-compound movement? Let's define that.
Would a lunge be a non-compound movement and like a step up, a weighted
What's the
step up?
definition? What's the definition of a compound movement? Multi-joint free weight, right?
Yeah.
Compound is multi-joint.
Let's just say, let's do this, right? Let's just say, fuck, it can't be a variation of the big 3.
Yeah. Okay.
So it can't be okay.
So it can't be a close grip bench.
Yeah.
Right.
It can't be a front squat.
Right.
And then I don't know.
Then can it be a lunge?
All right. So Zoran wants to choose lunges. Fuck.
No,
Okay,
I'm saying, can it be a lunge?
Yeah.
Can it be an incline bench press? It's compound. It's triceps. It's chest.
Why do you ask these fucking questions?
All right, let's just name 3 regardless.
Three
say,
beneficial ones that aren't the main lifts.
That aren't a squat, bench, or deadlift.
Correct.
I'm going to say a good morning, regardless of what bar. A military press. A military press.
You watch my lift that say the exact right answers. You watch this.
I'm going to say a military press. You can't use a squat. I'm going to have to go with Z. Some sort of lunge pattern. A both feet elevated split squat.
Oh boy. Z?
No. Let's rewind back. Do you know what a both feet elevated split squat is?
you elevate both feet?
No shit. But do you know what that looks like?
show you how it looks like on the chiro table.
It's a chiro table. It's not a both feet elevated split squat device.
Hey, I need an adjustment. Fix my back, D.
All right, come. It's essential service.
Yeah. Sorry?
Well, I was gonna go, the lunge, like weighted obviously lunge. The safety bar step up, and then third one.
Safety bar step up. So creative.
Yeah. Sorry?
Safety bar step up is very creative.
Well, it's easier to hold the bar there than to there for a lot of people. And then I'll have to say what you said, the good morning. But it's too compound.
Or lower body.
Is
What
it
about
compound?
one upper body?
Well, if you have
Of course it's
if you're using dumbbells, you can create the lunge into as long as you're squeezing hard, you'll still be firing the upper body.
Okay, G. Let's just leave it.
Fuck.
Fuck, I don't know. Listen, I'm having a bad fucking day, man.
What the fuck?
I said any upper body movements, and he replied with squeezing the dumbbells to activate the upper body.
That's the trailer.
Fuck off.
What?
Hang on. Are we saying to complement the other list?
No, pussy. It's just picking
Oh, yeah.
3 most benefit.
It's okay. Move on. Next. It's okay.
Overhead press.
It's fine.
Overhead press.
It's Friday. It's been a long week.
It's Friday then.
I'm gonna leave.
Split squat, overhead press. Good morning.
That's what I said. Banana.
You both said the same thing though. You gotta squeeze the bar harder and you'll be fine.
I'm gonna put Zone in the naughty corner.
How's your forearm training going?
Yeah, great, man.
Are you doing it? Are you keeping up with it?
Okay.
Yeah. I have to look after my wrists. So.
Is there a difference between assistance, accessory, and supplemental work?
Bro, we've answered these questions.
No, we haven't. This guy.
Good. Leave.
Bye. See ya.
Leave. I know where you live.
We have answered these questions, but the recording fucked up. Do you remember this? Why do you have to bring out my PTSD?
Oh, is that what happened?
Fucking.
Fuck.
What's that? Is there a difference?
I think in the West Side Barbell Book of Methods there is. Assistance improves accessory and accessory improves. Okay, yeah, this is right. One improves the main, the other one improves the other.
The supplementary.
Fuck you, I'm gonna.
I have the answer.
CD.
The supplementary and then assistance secondary to supplementary. So the supplementary work, come back, you fucking pizda. So the supplementary work works on your weaknesses for your competition lifts. And then your accessory work works on the weaknesses of your supplementary work.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying.
And then further and further down the chain. So what helps your accessory work with more accessory work? So it becomes more hypertrophy based.
Yes.
That's how I've always programmed though. But it wasn't West Side when I was taught it.
It was G side.
No, it was Eastern Russian bloc fucking kill me training.
Well, that's where it'll come from, isn't it?
That's where it all comes from. I don't know why he's still looking.
Yeah.
Because I haven't looked at this book in a long time.
Maybe you should.
Yes.
Maybe you should.
About interesting.
I'll read it. Maybe I'll buy it.
It's interesting because I've got all the elite SDF stuff, elite FTS stuff, printouts, workouts. Pretty cool. Memories. Okay, next question.
If you're an animal, what would you be and why?
Z?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. What would I be if I was an animal? Oh, that's right. I'd be a bear.
Oh, that's right. Z would be a big gay bear.
Big gay.
And now we're cancelled.
There's nothing wrong with being a gay bear. I just want to sleep a lot.
There isn't. That's dope. You just eat and sleep.
Yeah.
Have you seen that video where that chick is snowboarding or skiing down the slopes?
She's like, the bear chaser down the thing.
That's fucked up.
It's running so.
That's fucking so crazy. If I see that again, just because I've said that, it'll come up in my phone again somewhere. Have you seen that, Z?
No, I haven't. That's
Bro,
awesome.
there's this chick, she's selfie stick and she's like, doo, 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 and then all you hear is this fucking bear chasing her down the hill. She doesn't even notice.
What about the one where there's that park ranger riding around in India on like a scooter and the tiger runs out of the jungle and like has a swipe at the back of the thing and runs back into the jungle? Have you seen that one?
No.
So this dude, he's riding like through this like national park. I think it's in like India or something like that. He's on this scooter and he's recording, and you see like out of the corner of his eye back there, this tiger, it's like fucking whoom whoom, goes for him, misses him, and then just runs onto the other side back into the jungle.
Fuck that. Fuck
I'm gonna find it for you and send it to you. It's like, what the fuck?
What about you, Damir?
No, a peacock. Get it right. I don't know, but in recent times, because we've been studying a lot about like parasites and infections and stuff like that. Man, those fuckers are lethal. They just look for ways into your body to fuck you up, and they just feed. They just like, yeah. Friday, bro. Friday tonight. Tonight's parasite night.
So what would you be?
Parasite.
You can't be a parasite.
Okay,
You already are one, bro.
Wow.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
You can't be a pig dog because you already are one.
Oh fuck! It's the truth, bro.
Some sort of like large prey bird. That would be pretty fucking cool. Like just like flying and shit around, like an eagle, like something that just like watches over the land and just like, yeah.
The name, the name Gawain in Celtic. That's not the word. I've butchered this, but the name Gawain actually means hawk of the plain, so the overseer of the land.
Wow!
But I'd still be a killer whale.
You are a killer whale. The silver dolphin. Zee knows what the silver dolphin is.
Huh?
So the silver dolphin is a handheld massager that they teach us about at uni. Which
the G5.
Nah, bro. You said you bought like 40 of them and sold them online.
Not 40.
Of Dr. Graham.
Yeah.
That was caramel slices.
So the silver dolphin is like a handheld massager. So it's like that, and it's silver, and it's got this red knob at the end. It could easily pass for a sex toy, right?
Is it any relation to the silver bull?
It could be a descendant or predescendant of the silver bullet. Who knows? But
hang on, I feel I've got one next to me.
The silver. Have you really? A silver bullet?
No. Is this what you're talking about?
That's it, man. That's
What the
it.
fuck is that?
Dolphin.
Isn't it the G5? It's a general purpose massager.
Bro, it could be a G2. A G5 is that old school thing, man, that comes with like the stand.
Yeah.
It's a handheld.
The next time you come over, I'm going to hit you over the head with it.
Show us how to use it. That'd be actually very effective for like self-treatment.
Turn it on and you just put it on a muscle.
When was the last time you used a silver dolphin?
Bro, I can't remember.
She got it.
We're still talking about this thing?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember. It's always just in this drawer.
Thoughts on CrossFit's claims to have clean athletes?
Every sport's clean, isn't it?
No sport is 100% clean.
No.
If anything with money to be won, there's going to be people who aren't clean. Simple.
Yeah.
Any input there?
What just happened? I mean, what's clean these days? It's very hard to define clean. Like,
do you take painkillers? Do you take painkillers?
I'm not into CrossFit. I think it's impressive. I have zero attraction to it. I've watched the docos. Cool, they're pretty hardcore, but like, to perform like that, I personally don't think they're clean unless they're freaks, and that means there's too many freaks on this planet that can perform at that level. So
it's just not mathematically possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is Zoran always acting tough? I agree.
Because he's masso, bro.
Oh.
Are you Croatian? That's worse.
Shit. Let's just go straight into abuse of each other. It's so bad. Who do you
But I
think-
don't act tough.
How do I act tough?
Don't get
I don't
angry
know,
at me.
man. I'm tough.
Okay,
Wait, who
this
asked the question, G?
This
Who asked the
is the
question?
people.
I can't.
Oh wow.
If I tell you the person, I'm an accomplice to a murder.
No. We
Yes.
just have a chat. We're just gonna have a
And
chat.
we lose one subscriber, and we don't want that.
Who do you think is
Speaking
the
of,
best athlete of all time?
Michael Jordan.
Mm.
That's very biased because I've played basketball for the majority of my life.
We've heard
Um,
40 times.
Well, fuck you.
I like
It
all
still
the
burns.
I like all the Jordan stuff you put up. Actually,
Thank you. I'll make sure that you don't see it ever again from now on.
best athlete of all time.
Not just because of the skill level, it's the mindset. That's where it starts, the mindset. So, I mean, that's obviously something that's been a big part of my life. So that's the only athletes I've followed. But I'm sure every sport has their own version of a Michael Jordan
Sure.
that has that killer mentality. Kobe, Mamba mentality, that killer instinct. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
I probably have to agree. Best athlete of all time. I guess it depends on what you like you're saying. It depends on the general guidelines you have, what you say, what you're looking for. The best athlete I've ever seen, like up close, was Patrick Chan. That IGTV that I did about a lot of things, really, about the figure skater.
Oh yeah, that was cool. That was really cool.
See, any
Oh.
input?
I'm not sure.
For sure.
Not sure. I don't know.
Boxing wise, like
Yeah.
you grew up, obviously, boxing being a big part of your life. Did you like Muhammad Ali, Tyson,
Well, I don't
Holyfield,
know. Like you look at Mayweather as well. Like he's undefeated.
Mayweather? Yeah,
It depends on what like. It depends on what you consider an athlete. But then like you look at like is it a warrior mentality? Like Marcus Maidana, like he's an awesome fighter and continues to fight. So it's like Arturo Gatti and Mickey Ward, like that trilogy. Those guys are elite guys. Like Arturo Gatti was like an elite fighter at that time, and then Mickey Ward was also had that heart, that warrior mentality. So,
so what makes him elite? Because obviously I'm not into boxing, and a lot of our listeners
not
wouldn't be.
elite, but like a high prized fighter.
Right.
So yeah, I'm not sure.
That's
Okay.
okay. Last question.
Yeah.
What would you tell your 26-year-old self?
That wasn't that long ago.
Man.
I would tell myself to slow down and take my time. I think, and you can probably relate to this, see, coming from a ethnic background, the pressure is to accomplish things now, buy a property now, pay it off as fast as you can.
Yeah.
So I did that at a very young age, and I put a lot of financial pressure on myself to a point where I reached burnout, and that was a pivoting moment in my career. But just with everything, slow down. Slow down. Yeah. G?
Me or Z?
Gee.
Either or.
25, 26 for me was very important. And it was important for a variety of things, but it was important for me because it shaped me to be the person, man, competitor that I am today. What I would tell myself back then is that the next couple of years for you are going to be some very difficult periods of time. You're going to face a lot of rejection. You're going to face a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of hurdles. You're going to face a lot of things that you're not used to, but it's your obligation to take whatever it is that you can take from it to be a better person, to be a better man. And this next couple of years will put you in a position where you'll be proud of who you are come 10 years from there.
Nice.
Wow. I think we should finish there.
No,
Can't top that.
Good.
You got to top that, Z.
I can't top that. Well, oh man, a 26-year-old Zoran. Stop being so scared of rejection and failure.
Very big,
Yeah.
especially at that age. Very character building. You're essentially you're a man, right?
Yeah, that's
Why?
what I said myself.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Why would I tell myself that?
Like, do you feel like it obviously, like, does it hold you back in life? Do you think
Yeah.
you could have accomplished more earlier?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think I could have done a lot more earlier in regards to business, social media, marketing, which would also build on my self-confidence. So, and a lot of people that know me know that I'm not a confident person, like within myself. So yeah, so that's where I'm trying to build that self-confidence.
You've come a long way, I think.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I agree as well. But there's still more to build on.
What is this? Cool.
Keep going.
Yeah.
More. Team more, baby.